Okay, welcome back to the easy woodworking project for today. And we have a planner here. This is what we've been making. And they're selling very well this time of the year. This one here is basically the same, almost the same as the other ones I'm building, but just a little bit different design. I think it's a little bit smaller. The fence boards are cut off here. Of course, the bird box, similar, it was supposed to look like my bird box right there. This one here has a walnut stain on it, and then you can just use any kind of stain. It doesn't matter, whatever you choose. You can paint these if you want to paint them. I would suggest to put maybe like the paint with the primer, paint and the primer both, because you probably end up putting it outside if you do. It's still made out of the fence boards, okay, and these are all 5/8. So the plans I'm going to give you is it's going to be all 5/8 lumber, because they do make the 3/4, and I stuck with the 5/8 when I draw this one up. We went to one of the stores where they sell, your flowers and stuff, and we kind of took the measurements a little bit off of one of these 4-packs. It's a little bit deeper than what the 4-pack is. It's a little bit deeper. Like I said, you can always put something underneath of it to hold them up, but this just kind of sets right down in there. We got 3 of those in there, so that's what we're going to give you today on how to do it. And then first thing we got to do is we got to build the box. All right. So let's start out with the box. We have 2 sides. These sides are 4 inches high. So this is going to be, up this way. So it's going to be 4 inches up this way and 5 inches wide. Okay. So if I'm going to make the box now, I have to have 2 of them like this. So they're going to be, you know what I mean, up this way. So you want 4 inches high and 5 inches wide. Okay. Now we have a side, and the sides are exactly 4 inches, the same. See what I'm saying? There'll be 4 inches, so that's the side. So we got 2 4-inch sides by, I'm just going to go ahead and use a ruler. I got 15 and 5/8. Okay, so I got 2 of these 15 inches by 5/8. Okay, and by 4 inches high. So I got 2 of those. Now we have the bottom board. You can see the bottom board, and the bottom board is 5 inches. So it'll be 5 inches this way. And then we got 14 and a half this way. So 5 by 14. And like I said, we're just going to stick these 2 together here like this. And then, of course, you'll have your 2 end pieces over here. Now, this wood has a tendency to bow a lot. I mean, because when I pick this wood up, it's still wet. And if you put it someplace where there's a lot of heat, then it's going to dry up very fast and then have a tendency to warp on you a little bit. But that's okay, because if you put it someplace a little bit cooler, a little bit shadier, it would have a tendency to dry a lot slower, and maybe put some weight on top of it. Or just go ahead and cut it, put it together, and then put maybe a sealer or something, or, go ahead and get something put over top of it. So here we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end up putting glue on some of it, because I like using the glue when I make these. It just helps to strengthen it a little bit more. And I also use 2 different types of staples. Now, you don't have to use staples, like I've said time after time. You can use small nails. You can use brads, brad nails, finishing nails, or, or like I use the staple. So whatever you have, that's great. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and put it together. All right, let's go ahead and get ready. All right, I just I like my glue. I'll just put the glue right here on this side. I need to clean that tip a little bit. You don't really need a lot of glue. Okay. The 2 sides up here, I guess. And then I'll get a little glue on this back side. Sometimes that don't want to come out of that bottle too good. Okay, I'm going to use a couple clamps. I like using clamps to kind of hold it together for me. And then I get to put the staples in it. Let me get another one here. Cut out on one side. Let me get one side started. Didn't put the staples in it. Well, that wouldn't help. Alright, work on this side, huh? I could take this off of there. It needs to be down this way. Press those together. Yeah, that's not bad. I like that. Okay, that was using the long staples. Now we got to put a couple staples in that bottom here. And I could just flatten that button a little bit. That looks good. I just need a couple on this one side here. Okay, there's your bottom, your box cement. And then, like I said, it don't have to be perfect. If I wanted that perfect over here on these sides, I'd put it on sander and sand it, and that would make it perfect. Okay, let's set the box off to the side, and we'll go ahead and start on the fencing. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and start putting on, we're going to go through this piece right here. This is the longest piece I have, and it measures out the top to bottom 20.5 inches by 3 1/4. Now I did all the boards, all the back boards, 3 inches by 1/4, 3 1/4 inches. So every one of them's exact. Well, this ain't. This is that other piece. This is here. Every one of the fencing in the back is 3 1/4 inches across. You know what I'm saying? Wide. So it's 3 1/4 by 20.5. So let's go do it one more time. So remember 20. Yep, 20.5 by 3 1/4. An 1 3/8 Forster bit. A center. Mark your center here, and then cut these on 45s. So that's what that is. That's a 45 degree. And then, of course, you have your 2 little boards here. One is 3 1/2 inches, and the other one is 4 inches. Now, you can make these longer, you can make these shorter, so it really doesn't matter. And then, of course, you know, the shortest one goes on, and then the other one goes over top, so it overlaps the short one. Okay? Glue there. There. Blow that thing open. See, that's where that other hand would be nice. Okay, so that's ready. So all we have to do now is get ready to put the fencing together. Okay, we have should be 3 of these, 4. So there's 3 of these boards, 3 of the fence boards, and those fence boards are 3 1/4, okay, wide, and then we have our 15 3/4 long. So 15 3/4 long, so this way, and then 3 1/4 this way, okay? Now we should be doing the same thing as we did before. We're going to end up using a 3/4 inch spacer. The last couple of projects, if you was following, I told you to make these, and that's what we'll probably be using, because it came out to 1.5 inches this way, and then of course it's 3/4 inch this way here. So I need a piece in here in the back, so I want to put a piece of wood here, and I'm going to clamp it down. Just like that. Now that's going to give me something to guide it, just to kind of hold it so I can get it straight. And this is the way it's going to be. I think that's the hardest, of holding these boards together, keep them from moving. Because you want them, you know, pretty straight. We got a choice. We can put this and measure this and put this on first, but I like just using the box itself. And what I do is I just take the box and set it here where it's up against your other piece there, and just kind of measure out a little bit, because they're not going to, like I said, it's not going to be perfect. And then we start our first one, and then I'm going to put, as soon as I find my pencil here, I'm going to put marks right across this, right here, 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 here. The reason why I do that is because it gives me a little guideline where I'm going to put that glue, so I don't go up too far. Okay. So here we go. I'm just going to line it up. I'm going to start on this one end here. I'll put a mark here. Change out my staples. I have to use a little bit smaller one. Put a couple staples here in the front, because I want them on the, I want the staples on the back, but I would prefer to go ahead and put them in the front here for right, just a couple to hold it. Okay, looks good. Okay, now let me go ahead and use my spacer, helper, I guess you want to call it. Should do it. Now we just, oh, I thought I put a staple on now. I guess I didn't. I missed it. Well, that don't make any sense, does it? That'll work. Okay. With that basket on there, or that, you know, the flower box on it, it does make it a little harder to kind of put it just hanging over the edge here and keep my spacers going. I'm going to put me some staples in back here. One wants to move a little bit. Teach it a lesson. Oh, I put a couple more in these. Well, there you go. Got one more board yet to put on. Let's get one more. And now this one, this is our last piece here. And it is, this is going to be the one for the welcome. Right? Like I said, you can check on Amazon on this measurement here so you can get the right stencil. But what I did, I kind of picked out a board a little bit smooth, but not real smooth. The reason why I did that is because you're going to put that stencil, if you use the stencil, you know, you're going to be painting on it. So it's easier than it is something really rough. Okay, that, I marked that up. I marked that up on this here. Let me see. From the box up, I think I did. Let me see what this one over. I don't think I've written that one down. 5 inches. So I'm just kind of keep that 5 inches in there. So what I kind of did, it just came right here on the bottom of the box, or the top of the box, and put a 5-inch mark here, and then did another 5-inch mark here. Okay. This board, did I give you the measurement on it? If I didn't give you the measurement, I said I got it. Well, it's actually 17 1/8, but you can go 17 inches on it. I think the reason why I did that because it came out on the ends like an inch overhang or something like that. No, 3/4 inch overhang. But it doesn't matter. It's just, you can just cut this if you want to cut it down a little bit smaller. I do have a kind of a big overhang on them, but as long as you're not within, you know, further in, it's fine. But make sure when we get ready to staple these, we kind of put the spacer back in between them so we can keep those boards going straight. And just line it up. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put little marks here. And then give me a little guideline where I'm going to put my glue. Okay. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. Finish my staples on the back side. Okay, there you go. That's a really nice little planner. This would be a really nice gift for somebody, for kindness, or just make them yourself. You can make a few dollars off of them. So it's really inexpensive, just a couple of these fence boards and a little bit of your time. So, okay, if you have any comments, just leave them down below, and try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.